Morning. Today, I feel like I should talk about love because I really don't think many people understand truly what love is. Somebody had said something that I watched yesterday about love meaning unity, and while I get that, it is not entirely true. And I like to just express my version of love, and you can take it from there. But love isn't something. We can feel love when we connect with somebody else, but that isn't the primary way we should be receiving love. Love isn't something we receive. Love is something we are. Everything is love. The universe is love. Everything ties back. Even all the greatest physicists in the world already understand it's a mathematical principle called entropy. Everything already ties back to being as one. However, sometimes the first thing we need to do is learn how to love ourselves. We are attached to every item, every person, and we cannot pour love from ourselves if we don't first understand how to love ourselves. Now, I guess the biggest hurdle is that sometimes religious people say things like, well, keep reaching out to others and keep doing the right thing. Well, and keep being in unity. Well, that's not really love. And the reason I say that is this. My mother was a beautiful person. She had passed. She still is a beautiful person, beautiful soul. However, the one flaw I always saw is that she kept giving of her soul even though others were abusing it. So she wanted to be in unity, and she kept trying to express that to others, and she kept trying to help others. But in that, she didn't know how to love herself. And because of that, she actually enabled other people to abuse her, to use her, to take from her. And is that self-love? That is not self-love. If she really understood how to love herself, she would distance herself from those people and say, you are not loving me, and you are abusing me, and I need to learn how to love myself. And in that, you automatically are loving the other person, because you're teaching them you can't get away with abusing other people while they are trying to do the right thing. That is actually love. Disconnecting in that scenario is teaching the other person how they need to love as well. So it all starts here. If I'm doing the right thing for me and I'm loving myself, then I automatically teach my neighbor how to love themselves and what they should be doing and how they should be connecting in positivity. And if I never let go, then really what I'm doing is enabling a negative behavior and a negative mindset. So love isn't always unity. And Jesus was a great example of that. He would tell the Pharisees off because they did not know how to love. And he had to separate between those items. He knew how to love himself first. And I don't mean that in a narcissistic way. It's just that when we learn how to love ourselves, we separate between the negative energies and the positive energies, because everybody has choice. And that doesn't mean we don't care about other people. In fact, it means we do care about people. We need to learn how to love ourselves, create an environment of love like Jesus did, with surrounding himself with people who loved. and see what happened when there was one person who didn't know how to love. It ended up costing him his life. So he knew that, and this is also something we should be aspiring to, is finding a good circle of people that mean well, that won't abuse us. Reach out to people, show them a better way, but don't let them abuse us. And we all fall into that trap. It's all about learning how to love ourselves more every day. So when we do that, we bring positivity into our lives. So I just wanted to express that. And there are ways we do feel connection with people. And when we feel connection, we now think that that connection is where we get love. But really, love resides within us. You can feel that way every moment of every day without needing somebody else to get you to that point, to that feeling. It's just that we all of a sudden feel connected to one individual who is love, who's expressing that same thing back. But everything is love. Every item, every person is love. So don't get hung up on who or why or a relationship. First, you have to be love. And then when somebody else is love as well, in that same boat, then you both live happy lives. You're both content with yourselves first. And this way you're not expecting something from somebody else. When you both come from a place of love and you are love, then it's impossible to separate loving yourself and loving another. Those two things are one and the same. If you love yourself, you love your neighbor, and you love God. And if you love yourself, there's no reason to screw over other people. That's why a lot of people say, well, if you love yourself, then you're a narcissist, you screw over other people. And that's really not true. If I love myself, I have a house. If I love myself, I make money. If I love myself, I don't need to steal. If I love myself, my world, I build my world to be positive. And in that, I don't have to go somewhere and steal or screw somebody over. So it all starts here. It doesn't start anywhere else. So that's something to think about. I figured I'd pass it on and kind of give you a little bit to chew on and take it from there. Have a great day.